Hello, I'm Amanda of Inspiring Inkin, or welcome to my studio. In today's video, we are going to be making this card. It's super cool. It's got penguins on it. Very cool. But it's called a pinwheel card. And if I turn it on its side and show you, this is how the mechanism works. It folds flat to go in the post, which is awesome when you're making a fun fold card. It's not going to be too expensive on the postage. And because so many of you have asked, all of my videos, including this one, will now have a metric or centimetre variation as well. So many of you have been requesting this, and some of my most popular videos I will redo for you in centimetres, but that's going to take a little bit of time. But moving forwards, you're going to get both sets of measurements. So don't worry, I'll talk you through both sets of measurements in the video. But if you scroll down from wherever you're watching this video, whether you're watching it on YouTube or Facebook or on my blog, scroll down and you'll find the measurements there detailed out and listed for you. So you don't have to grab a pen, you can just take them down from there or screenshot them, something like that. So let's turn the camera around and get crafting. So to decorate today's pinwheel card, I am actually going to be using the Penguin Playmates DSP patterned paper. This is actually free during Celebration, which is running between August and September 2021. So if when you're watching this, it's during that time, you'll still be able to get the paper. It's free with a £45 order or a €60 order. If you're watching this later, don't worry. There is a stamp set that coordinates, which should still be available, which is this one, which is called Penguin Plates. But obviously this is going to work as a birthday card or a wedding card or pretty much any kind of celebration. So just change it up using the papers and stamps and dies that you have. Now, I did say right at the very beginning, I am actually using or sharing with you both the imperial measurements, inches, and a centimetre version. Now, this is new to me. This is something that I haven't done before. So I would really, really appreciate your comments of how you find the way I'm kind of presenting this. For me, because I tend to use one, I don't tend to switch between the two, I think it's going to work best if I give you all the measurements in inches and then all the measurements in centimetres. Let's see how it goes. Let's see what you like. And yeah, remember to leave me comments. And I respond to every single comment. I truly am grateful that you take the time to watch my videos, but also you take the time to comment on them too. So thank you for doing that. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you these. This is what I class as my template. I keep these for every kind of card that I ever make. So please do the same and keep them in a file or in a box. When you have as many as me, you'll need a box or two. And then it just means that you can make those cards again. So we need a piece of cardstock that is 6 inches by 4 1/4. We need 3 pieces of card that are 3 inches by 4 1/4. And then we need patterned paper. So this is for decoration. So we need 4 pieces that are 4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. That's those. And 4 pieces which are 4 inches by 2 inches. And then we also need some little bits for decoration. Obviously, you can use stamped images, whatever you would like. So that's all of the cardstock and paper you'll need to cut. And there is just 4 score lines This is at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, 2.25 inches, and 3 inches. Now, all of the measurements you will find already written down for you if you scroll down. So whether you're on YouTube or Facebook or my blog watching this video, you just scroll down and you will see those measurements there. So don't worry if you don't catch it as I'm saying it. So let me just bring in the metric version. So this piece will be 15.5 centimetres by 11. And you're going to score at 2 centimetres, 4 centimetres, 6 centimetres, 8 centimetres. You're going to need 3 of this, which is 11 centimetres by 7.5. 4 of these, which are 10.5 centimetres by 7. And 4 of these, which are 10.5 centimetres by 5 centimetres. So I hope that is all clear. Now, I'm going to do the scoring now. Now I'm working in inches, so I'm scoring. Let me just show you. I'm going to put that there so you can see that. So that's the inches, so there, and that is the centimetres. So I'm scoring at 3/4 of an inch, 1.5, 2.25, and 3 inches. So if you're working on the metric version, it will be 2 centimetres, 4 centimetres, 6 centimetres, and 8. And that is all the scoring that you need to do. It's just sticking now, which is awesome. So I designed this size of the Pinwheel card to fit in a standard UK envelope. And we call it a C6 envelope. And I foolishly didn't bring one up here to show you. But what I will do is when I have finished the card, I will measure the card for you so you can see exactly what size of envelope you need. So this is a moving card, so just make sure you are reinforcing all those score lines. And then I recommend you use tape on this one. Now, if you've watched any of my videos before, you will know this is my favourite glue. This is Tombow multi-purpose glue. I love it. And I'm going to use it for everything else, but just for this piece, I want it to stick really firmly straight away. So I'm just going to pull the liner off the tape. And what this is going to do is this is going to fold round and it's going to make a little box. I'm hoping that the camera's picking that up. So the easiest way to do that is to line up the cut edge with the furthest away score line. So kind of folding those bits in half and fold that on top. And what it does is it makes you this little square tube in the centre. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick these pieces on like this. And this is why it's called Pinwheel. So that piece goes there, that piece goes there, and that piece goes there. Super cool. So as always, when you're sticking down anything that's going to fold or is 3D, I always recommend that you stick it as flat as you can. It's just easier. So I'm going to take one of these pieces, and if I put that up again, you've got the edge or the panel, so the square panel that's nearest the sticky out bit. So can you see that? And what we're going to do is we're going to line up the edge of the cardstock with that piece and just give it a squish. And that's going to stand there. And then I'm going to fold this down because the next one is going on the next panel, the next side. I'm going to do exactly the same. Line it up, squish it down. And if you get yourself lost and you think, I don't know where to put the next one, then just stand it up and it will be very obvious where the next one's going. So, and actually you can see for this one, this is the last side of the square that is open. And the reason that I put the glue on the square bit in the centre is because if you put it on the panel, you may end up with glue oozing out. And I don't... That is as easy as this card is. And that's super cool. Okay, so it folds flat. This is how it goes into the envelope. So let's get a piece of grid paper. Oh no, look, got a ruler. Let's measure it. So for my inches crafty people, it is tiny bit shorter than 6 inches. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5 7/8 of an inch by 4 1/4. And for my centimetre crafty people, it is 15 centimetres by 10 1/2. Awesome. So now I'm going to stick these panels down. Now, obviously you can have a lot of fun with this. So I've cut out some of the little critters to stick down, and I want to put a little season's greetings stamp on here. There we go. I'm going to pop these little critters down. Now, you can 3D things, use foam pads, that sort of thing. Just be careful with that. Basically because it will, the bumpy things will kind of, because the cardstock lays one on top of the other, can't speak today, one on top of the other, you might end up with bumps. So just be careful about what you're sticking on there. I'm choosing today not to have bumps anywhere. Everything is going to be stuck down flat. But because I'm actually kind of layering them one on top of the other, look how cute that little foxy is. Then it kind of looks 3D anyway. That is super cool. So I'm going to stick that one down. And so that's kind of the front. So I've got these panels here. So I'm going to put that one there. No, we'll put that one there. This is a fun thing. Playing with all the patterns and the colours and seeing what you like, because each little bit is like a little scene. So that's the first one. Then I'm going to put this stripy one. Along with that, and obviously I didn't cut that right. It's too tall. Okay. It's okay. Well, we have the technology to make that smaller. So the question is that one too tall as well? Oops. Let's pop that down. I love the colour combination in this paper. It's sort of Christmassy colours, but also there's quite a lot of soft colours as well, subtly colours. Right, so I'm gonna go with purples for this one. And I've cut a little piece of white cardstock. Let me give you the measurements for that, which is 2 1/4 by 3 1/2 inches, or in centimetres it will be 5 1/2 centimetres by 8 1/2. So that's going on there. So it's really, really important that you've always got somewhere to write. You know, if you're going to make a card, you need to write on it. And handwriting is so important, so lovely to have something that somebody's handwritten. Last one. So, got a snowman on this side. And the little bird and the cute penguin peeking round, and then an enormous polar bear. And obviously the designers have had a bit of artistic license with this, because penguins and polar bears would not be found in the same place. Well, not unless one of them had walked a very, very long way. So there we go. So that, believe it or not, is the card made. How fast is that? So let me just stand it up for you so you can see. So it will, I'll show you sort of each panel. So you've got your greeting at the front. You've got some pretty patterned paper there. You've got somewhere to write here, and that super cool polar bear there. So when I actually put it in the card, put it in the envelope, that is how I will sort of slide it in, and then it will stand like this. A super cute card, really quick. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please do subscribe on YouTube, give me a like on Facebook, and subscribe to my email list over on my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com. You can purchase any of the products that you have seen today from my online store. If you scroll down, you'll see clickable links to my online store. And you will also find a Shop Now button on my blog. So I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for joining me today. Goodbye.